You don't need a man. You need a life. Okay, lady? The reason why you need a life is because you might be doing a couple of the following things. Number one, you might be waiting for him to text you back. Why hasn't he texted me back? It's been 2 hours. Maybe he has a life and you don't. Okay, sorry. I don't mean to be mean. This is just my personality after 6 p.m. Okay, this is what I turn into, so welcome. But my main point here is I don't want you as a woman to wait for any man to message you back. You don't need to wait for nobody. Okay? The reason why you don't wait for somebody is because you need to continue living the life that you have built. If your life was so exciting and so fun, you wouldn't be sitting there waiting all day long. Like, when is he going to message me back? Why hasn't he messaged me back? What is he doing? Let me look at his stories. Let me look at his Instagram. Oh, who's this person here? It's like, get off his back and get a life. I'm going to keep repeating it until you get in your head. And the reason why I can say this so nicely is because this was me. I was that person who was super anxious, anxiously attached, and just overthinking in my head. Why hasn't he done this? And just like not being in the moment. And so from one sister to another, literally, that's all I want for you, is to live in the moment. Stop being so needy. There you go. I freaking said it. And I'm not taking it back. It's not even about that it's unattractive, because it is, but it's about the fact that in life, my biggest lesson, if I could teach you as a 35-year-old to the younger woman or even older, doesn't matter, that when you're attached to somebody and you think, okay, I'm going to hold on to him and he's going to be the one, and if not, then my life is over. What you're doing then is you're creating suffering. Why do I keep looking like this? Suffering for yourself. And I have done it to myself so many times that I don't even want to talk about it right now. But I have to be honest. I don't know what's happening with my ear. But I'm sorry. I'm a little bit vain. I'm an Aquarius. What can I say? So what a lot of us women and men do this, by the way, men have anxious attachment styles as well, is that we put so much emphasis on the other person. We want to make it work so freaking hard that when it doesn't work, oh my God, it's like we get depressed and we take it to heart and it breaks our soul into pieces. And we don't even know if that person was a great fit for us to begin with. We were just assuming because of how they looked and a couple of great boxes that they ticked of yours. What I'm really trying to say is, before we even get into the relationship end of it, when you're dating somebody, try to ask yourself, well, do I actually like this person? Do I like how they lead their life? Do I like their values? Would they do the same things or similar things that I would do in scenarios? Because another thing that I realized is, once I got in serious relationships, when my man was not doing the things how I would do them, I would lose my shit. Because I'll be like, he's doing it. He's doing his version of it, but no, I want him to do my version of it. Why aren't you doing it like me? And a lot of us women do it, because I know you're nodding down there, because we do it, right? So what I'm really talking about is values and standards. You need to be very clear on what those are, okay? Things like spirituality, honesty, integrity, whatever those things are. For example, let's say if I was in a shop and by mistake I stole something. I'm just giving you a really weird example. But I stole something and I'm like, oh my God, why did I steal this? And I would feel guilty and I would feel, oh my God, I need to return this back. And I would go and return it back. Or I would just feel bad about it. But then my partner, he would probably keep it. He would have no sense of guilt. And so there you can see we are very different that way. So you really want to try to understand the values of the person. Now, secondly, what a lot of us do is we get stuck on how the dishwasher is loaded. We say, you got to do it my way. You can't do it your way because your way is ridiculous and you're just wasting the water. You got to do it my way. You need to understand, in a relationship, there needs to be some sort of leeway there. Things like that are negotiable. You have to let some things go when you're in a relationship, because you're literally in a relationship with a whole human being that has their own experiences and their own traumas and their own, ways of being. So you can't suddenly come and be like, this is how it is. Get your shit together. And before you start dating, I want you to impress yourself. Don't impress a man. Don't even think about it. Impress yourself. And I know it doesn't make sense. Because you're like, why the hell would I impress myself? Because you need it. Because a lot of the times we don't value ourselves. We don't know what our value is as women. We don't know what the hell we are here to offer. And we just think, okay, well, it's just my looks and the way I look and, my body, whatever. But you're more than that. And I think a lot of us women forget that. What are you talented in? What are you gifted at? And what is your purpose? Really trying to understand your value is going to be very important, because sometimes, and just what I'm noticing, and also including myself, is that when we get on the date, it's like we respect the man more than we respect ourselves. And that is why a lot of us, we give away our bodies, especially when we're younger, right? Or even when we're older. We tend to do this because we want to be liked so bad. We want to be accepted so bad. We want to be in the relationship so bad. But what most of us fail to recognize is that sometimes you could be with somebody who's freaking looks amazing. They have an amazing job and everything's going really well in their lives. And they're a great match for you, apparently. But even when you're with them in the relationship, you still will feel alone. And I felt like this in so many of my relationships where I would be with the person, but I still felt like I was by myself. And so that's the biggest misconception. We think when we're in a relationship, we're going to feel less lonely. But the fact is, if we're with somebody who's not a great fit for us, and they could be abusive or they could be manipulative or whatever it is, we're going to feel even more lonely. And it's even more sad because you're with somebody and you still feel alone. Like, how shitty is that? So my dream for you is to stop waiting for a damn text. Stop waiting for a man to say, I want to spend time with you. I want you. You're amazing. And lastly, stop trying to be somebody that you're not in order to get a man. Like, that's not going to lead you to a happy, successful, fulfilling relationship. Because when we're younger, this tends to happen, and this definitely happened to me, where I was showing up in the world with a mask. Right? This sexy, beautiful woman, right? And I never really thought about what I really wanted in a relationship. And that is why I'm so adamant on explaining and sharing all the mistakes that I made, in hopes that somebody out there is looking at this and they're like, oh, wait, maybe I should have some standards. Maybe I should get a journal and write it down. And maybe I should be a little bit more aware. Maybe I need to meditate a little bit. This is the whole point of me doing all of this. That's it for me. I think I'm done screaming enough for the day. I think I'm good. And again, all of the things I'm saying to you is really coming out of love. It's like I'm thinking of one of my best friends sitting in front of me and I'm talking to her. That's literally what this is all about. That there's no ill intent. I really want you to find your soulmate. I want you to find yourself. I really want you to be the best version of yourself. And sometimes when we are in relationships, we can't find that version of ourselves because we tend to hide and dim our light to be with that person. But sometimes people take it too far and they are single for way too long and they have too many, they have such a big wall built up that they are single forever. And then they struggle to get in a relationship. So that's even too far out. So try to be a little bit in the middle. Have some standards, have some values, build yourself up, build your confidence, and stop waiting for anybody to do anything for you. Do it for yourself first. And there was this, now I'm forgetting her actress, but she was in the movie Precious. I feel like I'm saying something wrong. She really is so inspirational. So she is an actress. Before she met her husband, which is this amazing man, okay? And now she has two kids. I believe they're twins. she said that my life was whole. I bought myself a house. I was enjoying my life with my friends. I was already living a full life. So when a man comes into my life, I'm not, please, buy me a house, do this for me. No. Is he adding value to my life, and not in a way where it's like, is he giving me money, or it's not nothing to do with that. Is he adding value means, is he supporting me? Is he celebrating my success? Is he competing with me, or is he uplifting and elevating me? So that's adding value to another person, okay, and making them the best version of themselves. That's all I'm really trying to say is be your best self first, and everything else will follow. And again, when it's God's will, nothing can come in your way. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.